going on all my martial
What's
arts?
up?
That's right, an action movie maniacs, baby. That's right. We have the legend himself. He's back on the channel. That's right. He's back on the channel. Actor, martial artist, stuntman, filmmaker, director, Robert Samuels. Welcome back, brother.
Thanks, bro. Glad to be back. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you. What's up, Kyle?
It's good to see you again, Dago.
And
Good to
my
see you guys.
other brother from another mother, Kyle Wong, filmmaker, writer, martial artist, and stuntman himself. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you for having me, and it's definitely an honor to be in the great Bobby Samuels and Samurai's Dojo again. Let's do this again.
Well, Bobby, I can call him Bobby because, we're
Yep.
cool like that, I'm in his good graces, so I can call him Bobby.
You all call me Bobby.
But Bobby, we had a blast last time you were here. For all of you badasses watching, if you were unaware, me and Mr. Samuels and Demetrius Angelo, that's right, and Radical Reggie were hanging out with the legend himself, Michael Woods.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, very epic and legendary interview that you guys need to check out here on the channel. And again, big shout out to Michael for participating in this year's Kung Fu Extravaganza panel at Comic-Con. I mean, how cool
He was?
that?
Oh, that's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. Rick was able to interview him, and we played it in front of the live audience there. His interview, after they watched his fight scene from Tiger Cage 2.
Nice.
Excellent.
So it was exciting. But yeah, it was cool because afterwards there were some fans there that showed up to talk with me after the panel, Comic-Con, and they were like, man, that was a really cool interview with Michael Wood. So make sure you guys check it out. And it was great, Bobby, having you there. That's right. Bobby is the anchor. He's the anchor.
Yes.
That's right. Holding things together. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, but I got, before we move on and go back in time to 1999 to the Corruptor, baby, before we get there, we got to go. Bobby's like, that's a long time ago. Oh, man. I got to get the shout out, Bobby. I got to let people know. Ugando con fuego, son.
Yes.
You guys have not seen this. Any of you guys have not seen this. This is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Action, martial arts, stunts. Y'all need to go check it out.
All I can say is I do not want to throw down with this. I was like, wow, you can still throw down.
I'm very pleased with that film, working with director Nicholas Ortiz.
Yeah.
We shot that down in Mexico. My first actual vehicle as the lead actor. And I was very fortunate when Best Actor in New York for it. And we garnered so many awards around the world and so many different countries. I was just amazed and shocked and humbled by the response to the film. So thank you all.
Yeah, me and Kyle really enjoyed it. It blew me away. Yes. Like it takes a lot for Samurai Guy to react. Like I'm just like, oh shit. I scared my wife. I scared Lady Fat Blood in the kitchen. She was like, "What's going on?" Because I was like, I just saw something amazing. But phenomenal fight scene.
It was definitely a very visceral ride, very gritty. Of course, my favorite Denzel film was Man on Fire.
Oh yeah.
So that was somewhat loosely Howie and Equalizer type vibe. That's exactly where we were trying to go with it, but not go directly there and use martial arts. So. Yeah. And not like traditional martial arts.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And highly recommend you guys check this out. Robert, Mr. Bobby, where can they watch it now?
Right now it's free on YouTube. You can go to the R4 Films channel and watch it, Deviant Children, they have a link as well.
I'll put it. Yeah, I'll put the link in the description box of this video.
Thanks,
for sure.
I appreciate you guys.
But it's phenomenal. Look at the man right there. Yeah. It is absolutely phenomenal. One of my favorites of last year. Like,
that scene kind of grabbed some people. It was an honor. I got to work with Jose Manuel for this scene. He's a young talent on the rise. He's done a lot of things recently and just did a film with Cynthia Rothrock not too long ago.
Nice.
So he's doing pretty good things, and it's ironic that he came down to Mexico to shoot that with me, and then he ended up coming back like a month later and staying for like 6 or 7 months doing several films in Mexico. He became in high demand down there. So
wow, look at that. Nice.
Worked out very well for him.
So I love the movie so much. I hated when it ended. I was like, God damn it! So I had to plug it. I gotta let people know because everybody that watches my channel loves action and martial arts movies, baby. So make sure you
Thank
guys check
Yep.
out.
Hopefully,
Ubando
one day
con Fuego.
we'll get some interest to get into a big full length feature.
Yes,
Nice.
That was the pitch concept anyway. So I think
right.
it's a sound one to kind of push the investors to probably want to fund it. On a
Yeah.
bigger scale.
That's right. So watch the short film, share it, spread the word like we're doing because it
Yep.
is phenomenal. And Bobby, he's just as fast as he's always been. All right,
Appreciate that.
that's right. Don't give a damn. That's right.
That's right.
Gambling Ghost
Yeah.
fighting Sammo Hung. He kept him in shape. He kept Bobby in shape all those years, man.
Yes, he did. One thing
Yeah.
Sam always said, when he was teaching me certain things, he said, his films are so successful because of the characters involved. He prides himself on creating very unique characters for films, and that's what's added to his longevity in his film career.
Yes.
I try to do the same.
Oh yeah. Well,
Definitely.
you're doing it. You are doing it, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate
But if you guys have not seen it, make sure you guys watch it and check it out. It is a phenomenal and hilarious discussion because it's my channel, so you're gonna laugh and have fun. But me and Kyle recently went back in time, 1999, and we had this discussion. Kyle brought it up. He recently rewatched the movie, and he brought it up, and he was like, "Is the Corruptor underrated?" So he rewatched it. I rewatched it. I haven't seen it in a long time, and I couldn't believe it, Bobby.
It's very underrated.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, I really, really, really enjoyed it. Like I'm going to buy the Blu-ray now because I couldn't believe how well made, well done.
I mean, when you think about it, it's James Foley at his best.
Yeah,
Definitely.
He's a very underrated director, and he's not known for action films.
Yeah.
But this one that people should have paid attention to for the many rounded skills that he has. He's worked with Mark Wahlberg before early in his career. I think it was Fear, if I'm not mistaken.
Fear.
Yeah. And then they parlayed into this venture, and he's I think the film is underrated simply behind just the whole storyline, the action, and just the brilliant performances that Chow and Mark turn in this film.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. But thank you, sir, for sharing. You get exclusives here on the PhatSamuraiGuy's channel, Preston's channel.
That's right.
You get exclusives. So thank you again, sir, for sharing some of these behind the scenes photos, and we're gonna watch the video as well.
And look. Who would have ever thought? I tend to document a lot of films that I do behind the scenes, and just for posterity and just for my own sake, to capture the memories, and never realizing, some of the films have had indelible impression upon the world, and that behind the scenes footage, which is probably the only footage that exists. So
That's right. You're getting an exclusive. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Before we show some of these photos and show the video and hear your commentary, how did you get involved with this project, Bobby?
A woman named Jeannie Liu introduced me. She's good friends with Sammo, and I've known her for 20, 30 years. And that Sammo Nexus, and she was like a godmother to me. She introduced me to Chow. I met Chow in Hong Kong. At first, at the Hong Kong Stuntmen's Association one time. Very nice guy. We kicked it off well. And then, I said I would love to work with you one day. And lo and behold, years later, after I left Hong Kong, I got wind that he was coming to New York and Canada to film The Corruptor. And so I gave him a call and said, nah, you come on, you be my assistant. So,
wow.
I was
how cool is that?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
How was it working with the man?
Oh, out of everyone that I've worked with, as you see, my jacket is from Lau Ka Mark Harden blessed me with this from Grandmaster Lau.
Nice.
Just everybody I like to draw from, but Chow was just the most majestic individual that I've ever met in my entire life. Like, he just exudes so much like charisma, and whoever comes around him, fans and coworkers, he's just the kindest, gentlest person I've ever seen on set. Like, there's no ego. Um, he eats with the crew. He demands the crew eat first, and just he's always putting the little man first. And for that,
Nice.
like, that's a rare talent in this business. And he's one that is like unique in that respect. So truly, I
Wow.
was blessed.
That's
I've worked with him. I've worked with Leon Lai, but Leon Lai, I was cool because he's one of the four kings in the.
Mhm.
I liked his music in Hong Kong. And a good friend of mine in Hong Kong, Andy Lau, I always just ask him. I was like, "Yo, I got to meet Leon one day," and he's like,
Yeah.
I'll hook you up." But just when I got to spend time with Chow, it was just an amazing time.
How cool is that? Did you
Yeah.
were you learning from him while you were working around him? Did you
Oh,
pick up
absolutely,
some tips
absolutely,
and
absolutely. And again, this was his early forays into the American film market.
Mhm.
But the just the raw energy and talent that he brought from Hong Kong here, like, we're used to working 16, 17-hour days in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And so when you come here and you have structured hours and schedules and things of that nature, I mean, we could do that in our sleep. That's nothing.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I shot with Yuen Wu Ping for 16 hours and left and went back to Samo and shoot for another 16 hours and on the Alpha Chain. It was like shooting 3 films at one time. And so it gets monotonous. So the pace here is a lot more conducive because of that early training in Hong Kong.
Right. Copy that. And we're gonna plug that Red Wolf, son. That's right.
Oh
Make sure
yeah,
y'all check out Red Wolf. Check it
yeah.
out. Another action classic. How was it working with Mark here? Mr. Wahlberg.
Mark was so cool. We knew he has a bunch of friends in Philadelphia, and of course I'm from Philadelphia, so that kind of really endeared each other to us. I was raised in New York City. He as well spent time in New York City, so that kind of we both love hip hop. So you know what I mean. It was kind of a no brainer right there, and he was
Yeah.
kind of shocked that he was like, a black guy that speaks Chinese. This is different. This is way different, because we had a tremendous amount of Asian extras and things of that nature for this film, and language was a problem. So I served to help with the language as well, with set interpretation. So
Oh, nice.
That definitely helps out on set too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And because we were in Chinatown, New York, that was primarily the Cantonese dialect, which I speak.
Yeah.
I don't speak Mandarin, unfortunately.
Well, that's awesome that working with him, you had a
Yeah,
great time as well.
good guy,
Yeah.
good guy.
Yeah. And Kyle, you brought up, when we were talking about the film in our other video, you brought up that you made some good points, like in terms of his performance was very well
Yeah.
done for him early
Yeah.
in his career right here,
Definitely, because like aside from the big hit and Fear, like this one being like so new, a new police officer, and then you find out what his actual motive is, it
Yeah.
takes you off guard. And
It really
especially when we were talking about China Phat's performances, this is the only Hollywood film that James Foley actually let China Phat do his own acting, as we've
Yeah.
known him in all over Hong Kong and his
does.
Chinese films. Like, it really was like a masterpiece of both Mark Wahlberg and China Phat. And how was it seeing that being crafted between the two of them?
So speaking with James Foley and getting an understanding of his ideas for that particular film, he didn't want to just do a carbon copy of John Wooism for the U.S. for this one.
Gotcha.
So he wanted to pay more attention to Chow's acting, as opposed to his balletic gunplay. The gunplay that's in this it's not as stylized as Wu, or as like the other film, my
Replacement Killers.
Replacement Killers.
Right.
Antoine Fuqua, one of my other favorite directors. But all in all, this was just unique in the fact that it gave Chow a chance to really just be an actor
Yes.
in America, and the gunplay played secondary to his acting ability, and he actually carried the film.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
With his acting, acting in American films can sometimes be a hard transition for actors that work in Hong Kong, because the acting style in Hong Kong tends to be more expressive in your face and how you speak and things of that nature. But in America, you kind of have to dial it down, and for this particular genre and type of film, Chow had to kind of play it straight,
Yeah.
So he watched a lot of the New York detective movies and things of that nature to understand exactly how that dynamic worked for Americans as opposed to Hong Kong police,
Gotcha.
because again, his only reference point was Asian law enforcement. So he had to really dig deep and understand the character that he was bringing to light for this film.
Copy that. Were you there on set when he was doing his breathing technique sequence in the restroom instead of the
Yes.
traditional American, I'm angry, I'm going to punch the mirror?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, it was interesting that, again, going off to what Kyle said, Foley trusted, because he didn't get it at first. He was like, "You're going to do what?" From what I'm hearing, and then Chow Yun-fat showed him, and he's like, "Oh," he's like, "All right, wow, that blew me away. That totally makes sense." How intense was that to be around that scene? Because that was wow.
It was crazy. I mean, first of all, the film had a big budget, so they were able to handle a lot in this particular film. I think Bill Carullo was one of the producers on this, but like they own a big chunk of New York Chinatown, especially when we were blowing up buildings and you know how much it takes to lock up New York traffic during the day.
Oh my God.
Night is one thing. There's not much, and you can, but during the day, for that particular battle that you saw with the guns.
Yeah. Wow. Copy that. How was it working with old Byron here?
Byron, that was my brother, man. He was so cool, mad cool, extremely appreciative of getting to meet him and spend time with him, and just to watch his career take off after that film. He got a lot of supporting roles in different major films after that, and he's now one of Hollywood's leading character actors, so hats off to him. It's again, just an honor to work with him as well.
Oh yeah, and we brought it up in our review. Speaking of underrated, we feel Byron's a very underrated actor.
Definitely.
Very underrated.
Yeah,
extremely charismatic. He really gets into his roles in a method acting type of way.
Yeah.
So hats off to him. He's mad cool. It's mad cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was telling Kyle, I was like, I don't think I've seen him act poorly in anything.
No, not at all.
No,
not at all.
Like now at this point, he's a very seasoned actor. I remember seeing Isai Morales years ago in what was that movie with the prisons, and it was him and Chauncey Brown years ago. Was it Sean Bad? Was it called Boys or something? I forget.
Oh, Bad Boys?
Bad Boys, I think that's what it is. But and then just to see the evolution with Ozark and his character in Ozark, and just you can see a seasoned veteran actor in those performances.
Nice. Yeah. Shout out to Byron there. Oh, we got some more legends here.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone knows them. They were some gun-toting fools, I tell you. Yeah, two of the main cast members on the villain side, but very charismatic, wonderful to work with. Just brilliant stunt guys, and each one of them are very good in martial arts as well.
Nice. Copy that. This still behind the scenes still here. This was the beginning of the movie.
Yep, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when
Well,
they decided to shoot the guy on the street.
yeah,
Yeah.
just straight up real gangster shit. Like they
Real
didn't care.
executions. Real
Like
executions carried out.
the Fukinese did not give a shit. They
No.
did not care.
At all, at all.
We're
And
gonna
that was
walk out in broad daylight after
Yep.
the explosion
Yeah.
right.
and take care of business. But yeah, let's.
There was a
Oh,
lot
go ahead.
of bullets. There was a lot of bullets flying in this movie.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But let's have some fun and look at some of the behind the scenes footage
Yeah.
Bobby has shared with us. Let's have some fun here. All right, Bobby, take us through what we're looking at here.
All right. These are some behind the scenes footage that I took on the Corruptor. This is the producers and the head of security. We were actually some fans recognized me from Hong Kong in that scene right there. They wanted some. We just brought Chow out of the trailer. As you see, this is during the day in New York Chinatown, and I mean there were thousands of people
Wow.
wanting to touch him and just get near him. Uh, as you see, it's like a gauntlet of security around him
Yeah.
because they were just trying to mob him and just touch him. You see the kids, everyone there. I mean, truly, I had never experienced anything like this. I mean, Samuel gets this kind of reception in Hong Kong, you know, but in
Right.
New York City, for most Asian actors, they don't receive this unless you're Jackie. But you can see the man
This is
a
pandemonium.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez, holy.
Oh, that's Sean Penn came to visit us that day, right there.
Oh, look at that. You got Sean Penn showing up.
Sean, he came, and that's James Foley with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark just came from lunch, heading back to the set. This is, as you remember, this scene in the movie.
Wow, this is so cool. This having this footage, Bobby.
This is right after we blew up that building.
Yeah.
Interesting anecdote. We paid every person that left that apartment complex $1,000 to walk out right there on the spot. New Line Cinema. That's another separate day. Us leaving, going over the set for that day. This is Chow and I doing a photo op for a Chinese newspaper. As you can see, he puts his arm around me. Get in here, Bobby.
That's awesome.
Me and Chow for
How
Chinese
cool,
news.
Man.
Yep. Now this is where we tore the streets up during the broad daylight with guns and cars. Everything you see moving is part of the set. Again, I think this budget was $40 million. We had a lot of money to play with.
Wow.
Every single car moving is a stunt vehicle. All of those are stunt players and extras crossing the street for the timing. As you see.
Is that during one of the car chase in the movie?
This is exactly right. This is right during the car chase.
Wow.
As you see, the car will speed by in a second. Here it is right
Oh.
there. Timing pulls out, guns come out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amazing. Look at that handsome guy right there.
Oh,
is this the explosion? Is this the explosion?
Explosion. Yep, we blew this building up right here, and all those are stunt guys walking by, but he caught it bad. This one right there.
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah, so all of these are part of the stunt team. They're walking by. The extras we have further out into the street. Make sure they didn't get hit with the blast. They have protective gear on, but the explosion rocked this whole street. It didn't mess the infrastructure of the building up, but it was a very powerful explosion. That guy right there in the front catches it.
Yeah, because when we saw it in the movie, I mentioned it to Kyle during our video. I was like, man, those guys look close. And now we have your different camera angle here. So wow.
He wasn't hurt bad, but he did get caught with some burns. And
he got singed a little. Okay. I'm glad he didn't get seriously hurt though. But
he has actually a protective gel on him.
Woo.
That's why he didn't.
Look at that.
How far that blast went out.
Yeah.
But
and you see the mic right there too, because they wanted to in real audio.
Wow. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff.
Really awesome. That is awesome to know, and holy shit.
And so I just decided to film those times, you know what I mean?
Wow. Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. How cool is
Sure.
that? Exclusive right here on the channel.
That's
Oh
right.
my goodness. But yeah, wow. But
That's
speaking
actually,
of,
yeah, this
okay.
is the first time I've actually discussed that footage. So yeah, you did get the first on that one.
Nice.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much
No worries, guys.
for sharing. And but speaking of the action, man, that the car chase. When I rewatched the movie for me and Kyle's video, I was
Yeah.
like, this car chase still holds up. It's still
Yeah.
phenomenal. It's one of the best.
Yeah,
And
he said that James Foley, he liked the French Connection, and
Mm.
that was a big influence on that particular car chase. If you can kind of feel it out with Gene Hackman,
yeah.
yeah, you kind of feel that with that chase.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But phenomenal. But I was watching the commentary, watch it when I was watching the movie. I
Mhm.
rewatched it again with some of the commentary, and director Foley was like, it was actually the movie was actually more violent, but they actually tuned
Tuned it down.
Yeah.
tune it down. And me and Kyle were like, damn it.
Which I was hoping he would do a director's cut one day. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah, please.
that would be awesome.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bobby, you have
Definitely.
to reach out to him, Bobby.
Release the Foley cut.
There you
Exactly.
go. Everybody watching right now. Hashtag release the
Release
Foley
the Foley
cut.
cut.
Release the Foley cut. That's
Yeah,
right.
let's go. We're hashtagging it right now. But yeah, what a phenomenal experience being a part of that. Whether before we move on to your other awesome project coming up, was there anything else behind the scenes stories or anything you'd like to share about working on the Corruptor?
Let's see here. Just that out of all the films that I've done, that was really a magical experience with being involved on so many levels. I mean, I primarily worked in Hong Kong and did small independent films up until that particular US film. That was like my first big US film here being involved in, you know. It came by way of Hong Kong, but just to see the mechanics on how it all works on the big budget films, that truly was an amazing experience. And I'm kind of glad because it prepared me for my directorial debut when I had a big budget. So
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
yeah.
And meeting Mark and Sean Penn and Chow and James Foley. I mean, I like actors but I gravitate toward directors, you know.
Hmm.
And James Foley is really one of my favorite directors of all times. Him and Michael Mann, I think, are very
Nice.
underrated directors.
Yeah, especially Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. It's funny. I was just watching Heat yesterday.
Yeah.
I just had Heat on the background. I had it on the background while I was editing and doing stuff. And then I just ended up just watching it. Like I just sat down. I couldn't.
For me, it was Manhunter as well.
Oh, nice.
Manhunter, one of my favorites. You know,
Dude.
another underrated film.
Dude, that's it. We coming back. We coming back. We're coming back in the future.
William Peterson is one of my favorites. You know, To Live and Die in L.A.
Yeah.
Manhunter.
He's great. Yeah.
He's a great actor.
And Mr. Cox. Yeah.
Yes.
Before we had Anthony Hopkins.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
was great. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's it. We're coming back in the future. Manhunter review. We're gonna do it. But yeah.
Count me in on that one when you
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'll keep you in the loop for sure. Phenomenal movie. But that's so awesome, man, that you had the opportunity to be a part of the Corruptor, which, you know, I'm so glad Kyle, big shout out to you, brother, for, coming up with the idea of let's revisit the movie and talk about it.
You know what? I saw it. I actually I was leaving Mexico and my plane got, I was tired, but then y'all show came on and I heard you say the Corruptor and I started thinking, I said, oh my God, I wonder if they had the show already. Let me just send him the footage just in case he wanted it. So yeah, that was the reason, but you had already had the show.
Yeah, but hey, I'm still glad you reached out.
Yeah.
Because now boom, now we're here. Yeah. This is the bonus, the awesome bonus episode.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. The companion piece of Badassity.
Yep.
I like it.
That's right.
Definitely.
Now,
how was Comic-Con this year? Good?
Oh, Comic-Con was great, man.
Excellent.
Annual Superhero and Kung Fu Extravaganza panel. It was a packed crowd. tons of fans of martial arts, kung fu, and action movies, and
That's awesome.
everybody had a blast. You know, if you talk to Rick, um, he was like, it's probably the best one they've had.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That is so good. And listen, we need that right now, especially, with the strikes going on, and
Yeah, yeah,
morale is kind of low for a lot of the stunt community,
Mm.
because we don't really have the infrastructure to kind of maintain throughout all of this.
yeah.
So you gotta, I'm hoping and praying that a deal will come soon, so we
Yes.
can all get back to work. I
Yes,
had just
sir.
signed with American Talent Management out in LA. I had finally
Congratulations
got my
again.
agent. Thank you. And then the strike happened. So we're all sat down and we're all just waiting. So I'm waiting for it to
Yeah.
lift so I can get busy.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hopefully sooner than later, you know,
Yeah.
get you guys
Mhm.
back at what you're
I did manage,
good at
I,
doing.
I did manage to finish Shadow Fist 3
Yes.
Nice.
before the strike went on. So I did honor that. I have
Oh,
filming set,
okay.
and so,
So
but
you said Thor's coming.
I know Shadow Fist 3.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got
Yeah,
you. I got you.
Shadow Fist 3.
Which we're getting
I
ready
just
to.
I just finished it right before the strike
Wow.
went on. Yeah.
Perfect timing. Perfect
Nice.
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Shadowfish 3, for everybody watching right now, Mr. Samuels, could you let
Yes.
everybody know about what Shadowfist the series is all about?
Yeah. So it came up as an idea just to kind of pay homage to the old school kung fu flicks that we all used to watch on Saturday afternoons on Channel 48. And you know, I've seen them done before, but I just wanted to try and do it from my own perspective,
Yeah.
to show respect. Lau Ka Leong was one of my favorite directors. I had the honor of working with uh, Lau Ka Wing, his brother, and my older Sigong is Mark Houghton. So
Oh, yeah.
this was my way of paying respects to Lau Ka Leong and the old way of action,
That's right.
where
Yes.
before there were wires and before there were parkours and special techniques, just the pure balleticness of the physical aspects of the kung fu. And so that's why we decided to do it. That we did one, which wasn't long, but the fans enjoyed that one. So we decided to go a little deeper with two.
Oh, yeah.
Two ended up actually doing better than Jugando con Fuego. So I kind of messed me up in that respect. I said, wow, there is an audience for this.
Yeah.
So they begged me to do a third one. And I said, all right, let me just cap it at a trilogy. So this
Nice.
is Shadow Fist 3, the final chapter. This particular time, I decided to make a female the lead in this particular film.
Nice.
Her name is Roxalinda Vasquez. She starred in several of my films before. She did win Urban Action's HBO Best Latin Action Star several years ago in New York.
Yeah.
And this is her first big starring vehicle outside of the one I shot before this, which is a double film coming out. So we got Blackout and we got Shadow Fist, both starring her.
Nice.
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 So yeah, and
Well-
I go down there because there's really no how can I say it, martial arts action films being shot in that part of the world.
Right.
So every year, we work with one of the top stunt groups down there, B Squad Action, and a gentleman named Angel Brophy, who's a very well-known action director. And we kind of join forces and create these U.S. Mexico type of co-productions.
Yeah.
So it's been working well for us. So
Nice. Nice.
But that's
Yes,
awesome.
and,
That's really awesome.
yeah. I will also put a link in the description box below for Shadow Fist 2 and Ugano con Fuego. They'll be
Thank you.
there. But I gotta talk about it just really quick before we move on to Shadow Fist 3. Holy shit! The
Oh.
King of Cool, baby. The King of Cool. That's your new name. That's your new nickname, Mr. Samuels, the King of Cool. Let me
Yes.
tell y'all something, everybody watching right now. Y'all like that old school kung fu, that martial arts, the classic badassity. I mean, you guys got to watch Shadowfish 2 and the upcoming 3. But man, you were so cool in this.
So for this, there's a scroll. The scroll it's related to a bloodline of a particular family that isn't revealed until this particular episode. But if the scroll gets in the hands of the, let's just say, evildoers, it doesn't translate the same way. So
Gotcha.
the female in 3 is really the heir of the scroll. The scroll has been passed through her family.
Right.
But all of these villains have been trying to get it. Now, what we've done was we've taken the scroll and we've moved the scroll through different dimensions, so to speak. So Shadow Fist 1 was in one world. The scroll passed to Shadow Fist 2, which was in another world. And at the end of Shadow Fist 2, you see the gentleman with the dog. He walks off and he disappears. Now
Right.
we open up 35, 40 years later. So the
Right.
style of action is different from the second one. So I just wanted each one to be progressively different. This one is more Ip Manish.
Okay.
for lack of a
Okay.
better term.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so cool. That's so
That's
cool.
actually
Different-
awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The different eras.
different-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that way I pay homage, but I pay homage through the storyline and the
Yeah.
action itself. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
action in 3 won't be like the action in 2.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
I like that though.
The
That's
action
right.
in 2 is
Yeah.
more Lau Ka Leung, Shaw Brothers, Golden Harvest. The
Yeah.
action in 3 is more Hero, Donnie
All
Yen,
right.
and 1 and 2, The
Oh,
Master.
wow.
Nice. But yeah, all you Mortal Kombat fans, everybody going crazy about the new game right now. Y'all need to watch Shadow Fist 2. That's right. 5 Deadly Venoms.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yep.
But yeah, the finale fight was breathtaking, jaw-dropping,
Thank you.
especially when you guys were fighting with those hatchets, man.
With the axes. That was something that I had never seen done before, where people fight with axes.
Man.
And I just said, you know what? Let me create some action and make this different,
Yeah.
And how I got the idea was through my Daigo, Andy Chang. Andy
Nice.
Chang is the man,
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? And Into the Badlands was really one of my favorite television series of all times. I still say that's so underrated.
Yeah.
I was angry when I'm surprised Netflix didn't pick it up again, but
Yeah.
that's a horse of another color.
Another episode. We got another episode coming in the future.
Right.
Yep.
But there was scenes in there where he had guys with axes, and I really liked that. And so I said, you know what? Let me use that as like the metaphor for the storyline. So we
Yeah.
called it the Axe Gang.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. But thanks again for sharing some behind the scenes shots for the next project, Shadow Fist
yes.
3. Yeah. There she is right there.
Yes, she is. Let me tell you something. She is. Oof, she's good. Yeah. Here we have the guy Miguel Petroda. He's playing her brother in the film. He's a very good stunt coordinator, action director. He just co-starred with Cynthia Rothrock in Jade Leung and David Turok. So
Nice. I love the lighting in this scene right here.
thank you. Yeah, this is known as the red scene. All I'll say is it's an integral part of the story. When people coming for revenge, watch out. They get nasty with it.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that. They get nasty with it. But this next photo, it really warms my heart. It warms my kung fu loving heart here. What? Ron Hall returns, baby.
Yes, yeah. Ron Hall is back on screen. Yep.
That's right.
So-
Bloodsport 2, Vampire Assassin, Kung Fu Brother. That's right.
That's right. Yeah, it was great working with him. Ron and I, Ron was with me in Hong Kong for a short period during the Don't Give a Damn days.
Nice.
We've never had an opportunity to kind of work together. He's done work in Asia as well. But I know that he does his own thing, but I gave him a call and we talked. He thoroughly enjoyed Shadow Fist 2.
Nice.
So that was an easier sell to get him in Shadow 3. So I said,
man.
this, I don't think the fans would be expecting this, They
Yeah.
expected. Well, I'm in the film as well. I play actually Shaolin Monk, which I'll just say, I'll give you a reference. 8 diagram pole.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
That's my
We'll leave it at
favorite
that.
kung fu
We'll leave
movie.
it at that. But again, to have him in the film and bring him back out was an honor. He's truly a gentleman, and he's a great guy. It was fun working with him, and I think
Yes.
the audience will be pleased.
Oh, that's that. Yeah,
It's gonna be
it warms
awesome.
my heart, and hopefully in the future I can have Ron here on the channel and talk kung fu and martial arts. Hopefully one day in the future. I know he's a busy man, but now let's just a little, just a little taste. It's just a little, but you get to see what's coming.
Yeah. We've got a. I'll tell you what I'll do also. In about 3 or 4 weeks, I'll come back and we'll show the official full trailer, and we'll do a debut with you guys.
Hey, there you
That's
go.
awesome.
Hey, trailer debut. Let's do it. Let's have some fun with that. But yeah, let's go ahead and have some fun and check out the teaser.
All right.
Oh, what? Jump stab. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, what do you see? Wait till you see that scene. Oh my gosh. I mean, the action is definitely a level up over 2.
Oh yeah.
So
can't wait.
I'm excited. I am excited. Yeah, I'd love to do the debut here, my friend. But hey, we got to wrap it up, unfortunately, because Mr. Man, that's right, Mr. Cool, the king. What was the nickname, Kyle?
They're cool.
The king of cool.
God bless you guys.
The king of cool, Samuels.
I appreciate it. Thank you
has
so
a lot
much,
to do.
man.
We're gonna have.
And
to
I want to give one other special shout out to one individual, the legendary Oso Tayari Cassell. The only way I've been able to do these films is to do movies. It takes funding, you know. And him, Alan Goldberg, Mark Wiley, those gentlemen, they've never even batted an eye. When I come to them with a vision, they just say how much you need. So I just want to give them special thanks because, you know, without them, none of these things could have been possible. So Oso Tayari Cassell, Grandmaster Alan Goldberg, Mark Wiley, I am humbled and greatly appreciative to all of you for helping us achieve these visions. Thank you. So.
Nice. Very, very well said. Very well done. Hey, we're going to keep supporting you. That's right. Samurai Guy, the Movie Dojo Army. Kyle's part of the Army.
Yep.
He's part of the Movie Dojo Army.
Kyle's family.
Right. That's right.
Listen, November 11th, it's a double bill, Urban Action Showcase, AMC Theaters. It'll be Blackout and Shadowfist 3. So come on out, you guys, support the Urban Action Showcase and enjoy.
Oh yeah, yes, nice. I'm sure everybody out there is going to be.
Oh, and
lining
one other
up.
thing, we got September 22nd, my film with Keith David, Bruce Davidson, the horror film. From the Shadows will be dropping in the theaters.
You said horror?
Horror film.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We gotta watch this, Kyle, because we martial arts and action and horror. That's what this channel's all about.
Yep.
I'm excited.
I did that with Academy Award winner Bruce Davidson and Keith David.
Keith David, my childhood of Goliath there. There.
Wow.
Amazing working with those guys. So that'll be out in the theaters in September.
Nice. Maybe you can bring Keith David on here and we can
chat
about it. Yeah. How cool is that? Well, yeah, more awesome badassery to look forward to. Yes.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
But don't go anywhere. You guys don't go anywhere. But all you guys, y'all know what you need to do. Check the links in the description box below. Check out Shadowfist 2. That's right. Prepare thyself for the badassery that is Shadowfist 3, upcoming soon. That's right. And check out Uganda Con Fuego. Share it. Get it out there. That's right. And follow Kyle and my boy. That's right. The King of Cool. Robert Samuels on their filmmaking journey. That's right. Their Instagram
Thank
links
you so
will be in in the description box below. And if you're new here, hey, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your boy Preston, the old samurai guy. And we'll see you guys on the next one. And next year, Bobby, come on. Kung Fu Extravaganza. You got to join me on the panel. Let's go. Next year.
I will do that next year. Count me in.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Take care.
All right, guys.
Watch The Corruptor. Buy the Blu-ray.
Kyle,
right.
it was an honor, brother. Love you.
Thank you so much. I love you too.